All right, welcome into our 49ers Report post-game show. San Francisco is 2-0 following a 30-22 win over the Los Angeles Rams in a game that really featured a lot between two teams, two coaches, two rosters, two coaching staffs that know each other very well. San Francisco able to get out to an early lead. Rams come back. Matthew Stafford is slinging the rock to Nakua to Atwell. Los Angeles able to matriculate down the field. San Francisco with a big statement score right before recess. And while the Niners' defense in the first half was not good, they closed the book on this ball game in that second half. And you could see the distance between these two teams. San Francisco, more talented, a little bit deeper, and I thought they wore the Rams down throughout the course of the afternoon. Brock Purdy, 17-25 in this football game with 206 yards. Initially, the Fox broadcast said that his swing pass to Deebo Samuel was a throwing touchdown, but he threw it behind the line of scrimmage. So that goes down as a rushing touchdown, at least as of now, to Deebo Samuel. Christian McCaffrey, another monster game. It was highlighted by a run in which he broke off for 50-plus yards, 20 carries, 116, and a touchdown for him. Deebo Samuel, looking like the all-pro Deebo Samuel from 2021. Lost that weight. The explosiveness, the quickness, the elusiveness is back for him. And for the Niners defense, we'll talk more about that unit in full. Matthew Stafford, another really solid game, 34-55, 307 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. The first pick, Isaiah Oliver, was not Stafford's fault. It was tipped up in the air by Kyron Williams, intercepted by Oliver. The second interception, though, Deommodore Lenoir, able to make an early read the eyes of Matthew Stafford. That was when the Rams were driving, down by 7. San Francisco comes through with the interception. They kick the field goal with Jake Moody, who was really, really good today once again. And the Niners able to make it, very importantly, a 2-score game. That Puka Nacua kid, 5th-round pick out of BYU, he looks a lot like Cooper Kupp, plays a lot like Cooper Kupp. 15 catches, 147 yards, back-to-back games in which the rookie has surpassed the century mark as far as his receiving yards. We're going to break this game down in further detail. First, though, Niners win. I want everybody to type LFG down in the chat, and if you're pumped up about this performance for San Francisco today, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. Couple of interesting trends and stats that I want to get to here. This is the 12th straight win for San Francisco. That is the second best run in franchise history. You think about the Bill Walsh-led Niners and how successful this team has been throughout the course of their franchise's history. With Kyle Shanahan right now, that's 12 straight dubs in the regular season, second best mark in the history of the Niners. What I also think is important about this game here for San Francisco, 2-0 on the road to start the year. Now, this game at SoFi Stadium, it's basically the Niners' vacation home, Levi Stadium South. According to Vivid Seats, a large percentage of the fan base was going to be Niner fans, 64% to be exact. But to win 2 games on the road and then to come back short week against the New York Giants for week 3, that gives you a great opportunity to go 3-0. And the Giants had to come back from multiple scores down on the road to beat the Arizona Cardinals. Kyle Shanahan has now won 9 straight games against Sean McVay as San Francisco's dominance over the Rams does continue. More takeaways on individual performances in this football game. First, though, today's postgame show, sponsored by AG1. If you're looking for a comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition option, AG1 is where it's at. 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients. I take AG1 every single day, and it sets the foundation for the rest of my day. It kickstarts me in the morning after a long night or a long watch party because I'm able to really check off all of the boxes that I need for my daily nutrition. Or after my workouts, I'll take AG1 as well to really replace everything that I lose. This is the best part about what I'm saying here about AG1. 5 free travel packs and a year's supply of vitamin D if you go to drinkag1.com/chatsports. That's drinkag1.com/chatsports. I simply mix 1 small scoop of AG1 with water every day, and it's a tone setter. It promotes gut health. It supports immunity. It boosts your focus and your energy. I need my immune system to stay strong here because I want to continue to give you the best content here on the 49ers Report, and AG1 allows me to do just that. So let's talk about more so this Niners victory over Los Angeles here. In that first half, I was a little bit worried about that Niners defense. They couldn't get a pass rush all throughout the day. They really weren't able to generate a pass rush on Matthew Stafford. For the day, only 1 sack for the Niners, 6 quarterback hits, 6 pass breakups, though. So with their defensive backs, they're able to get a good read on the football oftentimes. But in that first half, the Rams were really able to do anything that they wanted on the offensive side of the football. And I thought that after recess, when we had a really good first half, the defensive coordinator that was able to make the better adjustment, whether it be Raheem Morris for the Rams, Steve Wilks for the Niners, that team was going to end up winning the game. And that's what ended up happening. You pitch a clean sheet in that third quarter for this Niners defense. They only gave up 6 points in that second half, all of them coming in that fourth quarter. 0 points in that third quarter. I thought that really set the tone for that second half for San Francisco. And Matthew Stafford, give him credit. Accurate, decisive. He was going where he wanted with the football and had some zip behind that rock. And it looks as though that elbow injury, or at least him with the elbow issue, it seems to be in the rear view because he looks to be the healthiest that he's been in a really, really long time. The takeaway from this game, though, defensive adjustments that the Niners made in that second half, but how they were able, over the course of 60 minutes, to kind of wear down the Rams physically with their talent to a point where really on both sides of the ball, San Francisco was too much and too overwhelming for Los Angeles. That Niners pass rush has to get better. And now we're talking about highest paid non-quarterback in the history of football, Nick Bosa, not having a sack in the first 2 games of this year. At points, he looked a little bit winded. His line for today, 2 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 3 quarterback hits, but no sacks still for Bosa. I'd like to see him play a little bit better, but again, the Niners pass rush as a whole in its entirety wasn't able to really generate all that much pressure. For Christian McCaffrey, 11 straight games with a touchdown. That's the longest streak for any player in the NFL since 2021. How he finished that 50-plus yard run with the stiff arm against Ahkello Witherspoon, that was great. And everybody thinks about McCaffrey as this guy who's elusive, who makes guys miss. He has this physical element to his game that I think is a little bit underrated. He showed it off with the stiff arm, then the touchdown run. Things were muddied in the middle of the field, but he was able to keep those legs churning. I thought a turning point in this football game, and Kyle Shanahan deserves credit for this, is when Shanahan decided to go for it on a play with 1 second left in that first half. You're at the half-yard line. Couple of penalties on the Rams allowed San Francisco to get inside that 1-yard line. And then for Kyle Shanahan to not go for the field goal, but to match and to go for a touchdown to tie the ball game up going into recess, I thought that was a momentum changer because, one, if you go for a field goal there, you're down in the game. Momentum still sides with Los Angeles, but you match the Rams there, and the Rams got the ball to start the third quarter. So that momentum kind of feeds into the Rams there. Shanahan to go for it there. I love the aggressiveness, and frankly, I want to see more. Lots of penalties in this game. And this is a weird trend because the Niners on the road last year and to start this year, that includes the Pittsburgh game, this game, have committed a lot of penalties. When they're home, they don't commit as many penalties, but you can't afford to commit those a lot. We do have to have a conversation about Brock Purdy here because Brock Purdy in this game, 17 of 25, 8 yards per completion, No touchdowns, no picks. Brock Purdy had one of the worst games of his NFL career, even though the numbers were not bad. Now, the Niners as a team, they run it 28 times for 159 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground. Through the air, though, Brock Purdy made some good throws to that second level. He missed 3 or 4 deep shots that could have gone for touchdowns. And if San Francisco does not have the long ball element to their offense, that does prohibit them and handicap them a little bit. If they do have it, my goodness, this team becomes very, very scary because of the play design, the scheme, the system, the talent, but also how do you defend them? Sideline to sideline, but then vertically as well. He missed one to Brandon Ayuk. He missed Deebo Samuel. He missed Jawan Jennings. I was a little bit surprised because those throws were open, and Kyle Shanahan called some really good plays. Purdy just missed it. The Fred Warner sack, big moment in the game in the third quarter. That was the first, I believe, Rams offensive drive of the second half. Fred Warner on that delayed blitz takes down Stafford, and then the momentum kind of going back toward the Niners' way. What a kick for Jake Moody in this game. And it came at a really critical juncture of the football game. Jake Moody has been as good as advertised, and he's been worth it as a third-round pick. Has not missed yet on a PAT or on a field goal. Early in the second quarter, he's good from 27. But in the third quarter, to make this a 20-17 game, Jake Moody, 57-yard field goal to cap off a 6-play, 33-yard drive. And then he had the field goal from 26 yards to make it a 2-possession game and a 2-score game at 30-24. So you look at some of the momentum shifters in this football game. You know, it's the Brock Purdy 1-yard touchdown run to make it 17-17, Fred Warner sack, 2 sacks or 2 interceptions of Matthew Stafford. Then it's the Jake Moody kick. Like, those types of things can be palpable on your sideline in the stadium as well to have an impact. And then the Deebo Samuel touchdown. He turned garbage into gold on that play. And he looks every bit of the player that he was in 2021. He admitted that the contract situation last year did affect him, and that's a reason why he was a little bit out of shape, continued to get injured. He was overweight. The explosiveness and the creativity as he was kind of guarded toward the sideline on that run or reception from Purdy. We're not really sure what it is as of right now. I thought it was a throw behind the line of scrimmage. There was nothing there. And Deebo Samuel's able to turn garbage into gold and create it into a score. So, awesome game for San Francisco to win this game. 7 points for anybody out there who had San Francisco minus 7.5 or minus 8. I'm so sorry. I took the over in this game at 45. I thought it was going to be a high-scoring affair. And Trace, what was my score prediction? 31-24. I'm once again pretty damn close with 30-23. So there you go. If you're subscribed to us here on the San Francisco 49ers Report, I want you to type me. We're on the road to 90,000 subscribers right here on the show. Updated look. We are at 88,855 people. Largest independently run Niners YouTube channel here. If you want daily updates on San Francisco, we have you covered. And one of our MVPs today, duck race winner Charles Bryce. We're popping up his picture here because during our postgame show, we said that we would do that. Roddy Cow, the winner of our Brandon Ayuk autographed jersey, a $400 super chat on the show today. Thanks to everybody for being here with us. We'll be live on Monday, reacting to this, previewing New York Giants. Back again on Thursday for our Giants-Niners Thursday Night Football. San Francisco, we appreciate you. This is the one from Roddy Cow. If you don't tune into our watch parties, it's the best place to experience the game, outside of being at the actual game. Quest for 6. This will go well with the helmet. Thomas Who, great takeover chase, the real deal. Bang, bang, Niner Gang, LFG faithful. San Francisco. We out. Thanks for tuning in today.